Stocks and bonds were both down this morning. MBS were down 2 basis points. Stocks were down 12 points. Bonds were almost perfectly flat in the overnight session. 10-year yields and MBS were unchanged ahead of the 615 ADP number and made modest gains after that. ADP came in at 145,000 new job openings on a 200,000 forecast, and it was 261,000 previously. Leisure and hospitality was the biggest gainer, with 98,000 of those jobs coming from those sectors. While we saw declines in finance, professional and business services, manufacturing also fell. Last month was revised higher to 261,000. The February print was initially 243,000. Annual pay increase for job stayers up 6.9%, while people who switched jobs saw a 14.2% increase. The 2-year yield dropped about 8 basis points right after that news. ISM manufacturing came in at 51.2 on a 54.5 forecast. It was 55.1 previously. Prices came in at 59.5 versus 65.6 previously. Employment was 51.3 versus 54 last time. So it's yet another report out this week showing a shifting narrative in the economy, inflation, and rates. ISM services is the same league as any data we've seen so far, or better. As such, no big surprise. Bonds were reacting favorably on both of these things, favoring that the economy is starting to contract, which should help with inflation. Today's ISM report, PMI report, seemed important, but didn't cause a significant rally in bonds after that came out. That wasn't because the data was unimpressive. It actually showed low interest inflation rates. However, bond rates had already been increasing the 2 days due to positive cues from other reports, and may not be interested in going higher with uncertainties like job report and the CPI looming. At the end of the day, we were down 2 basis points. We ended up being at 101.33, which puts us right in the middle of this wide range, with the thick red line at 101.671 and the 200-day moving average at 101.085. Market was also impacted a little bit today by a bunch of bank news, so we are back to 0 days since bad bank news. First Republic Bank stock plummeted down and has leveled off some, but although the stock is trading at a discount to book value, so it's actually trading less than the net tangible value of the company. So there is talk of a buyer or the government stepping in. Western Alliance Bancorp stock fell 5% to pre-market trading on Wednesday after they failed to provide a figure for deposit balance at the end of the month, so everybody kind of assumed that number is bad. We also got news out of Loan Depot. Late Tuesday announced a settlement in the proxy fight, with Chairman Anthony Shea agreeing to end the fight to expand the board. So he was fighting to add Steve Ozonian to the Loan Depot board, in which case they said, we will one-up you one by running you out of the company. However, he does hold 58% of the combined voting power. So they had to come up with something, and it sounds like they did.